So Gabby's dad Brendan keeps telling us we have to watch these Mitre 10 how-to videos, and every time we meet up he's like, have you watched it? Have you watched it? Have you watched it? Well, this one's for you, Brendan. Easy as. So, those Mitre 10 videos are actually quite useful. So thank you, Brendan. They will definitely help us, and you'll help us, and my dad will help us, and our mums will help us, and together we'll get these walls done, and then after that maybe we can take on the rest of the house on our own, but I'm sure we'll be asking for a lot more help still. Anyway, it is a new day, second part of the renovation vlog, and we are starting off where we left off, in the bedroom. Next step is putting up the insulation. So tonight, it's Friday night, 10 o'clock, everyone's coming on Saturday morning, or Gabby's parents are coming to help us put the insulation up. We thought we'd get a head start and start strapping up the walls and stapling the strapping in, maybe chuck some building paper up as well. That'll stop the insulation from touching the brick wall and any chance of it getting moist, which you don't want it moist. And any chance of it getting wet, you don't want the insulation getting wet because it kind of defeats the purpose of it keeping the house warm if it's wet. So we have here this Thermocraft stud strap. It's just like a black plastic strapping, and we're going to strap it along the inside of these walls and staple it on using this air compressed stapler here that my dad provided. And that'll be the first step, so we'll run 2 lines there along each section of our wall just to make sure it's not going to fall through. And then after that, a bit of origami work, cutting some building paper. It's black paper somewhere in the back corner of the room there, cutting into shape, folding it into the cavity and just stapling it around the edges. And that should be enough to hold the insulation in. So that is Friday's job. Saturday morning-ish, when Gabby's parents show up, is when the insulation will go in. But for now, let's get this strapping up and get this building paper up, or as much of it done as we can. Welcome to the renovation vlog part 2. Enjoy, sit back, and hopefully you can learn something about insulating a room. This is our first time doing it too. We're learning lots, and hopefully we can pass some of that knowledge on to you guys. Alright, these are the cavities that we're going to be filling with the strapping and building paper. So 2 straps, one about here-ish and one here-ish, and then the building paper. We'll show you that as we go along. Here's the compressor we're going to be using, big long hose, and the staple gun. Just a little thing. You might have thought I was lying to myself with these work lights here in the intro to this vlog. Actually it was that, because I blew the bulb on these just as I started this vlog. But anyway, magic of filmmaking, eh? Now the compressor is heating up, or filling with air. It's really, really loud. There we go, about an hour and a little bit later, and one video chat to mum and dad to show them our work. They were proud of us, said it was good, so we must have done alright. We're done. I will show you in a sec, but we've done all of this side of the wall. We've got a little bit on each end to do tomorrow with Gabby's parents, and we're going to put up the building paper tomorrow as well, and then cut the insulation to fit, chuck it in the holes, and bada bing, bada boom, that'll be tomorrow's job. That is what we've done. That line there, this line here, and this line here, all the way along there. Yeah, what did I say, 5.4 meters long, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of those, about 27 meters of tape, and yeah, staples in each little section here, just to double it up to keep it nice and strong. Staple it in, and seems to work. It's nice and tight. No insulation's going through there, so I think we've done a good job. Alright, see you guys in the morning. And good morning, it is Saturday now. The room is all set up. We've just had breakfast. Now we're just waiting on Gabby's parents to show up and we'll start insulating these walls. I'll show you what we're using, I'll show you our little setup, and then we'll get to insulating. We're going to be using these earth wool, glass wool here, sound absorbing insulation, 2.6 rating. They suggest you go for a minimum of a 2.2 for your insulation. So this is 2.6, a little bit warmer, and also has the sound absorbing qualities, which is good. We're also using here this Thermocraft black paper, just building paper to go on the back of here, just in front of the plastic strapping, and that should hold everything in place. And here's our little setup here. We've got our scissors, our knives, 2 for $3 from Countdown. That's a pretty good deal, isn't it? And our measuring tape, a little straight edge down on the ground there, so we'll be measuring up the insulation here, cutting it to size so it can fit into the cavities. So we have 2 on here, 2 chucking up black paper on the wall there, and between us 4 we should get it done pretty quickly. Alright, so yeah, that's our setup there. I don't know if you can see that, but you can currently see my breath in this room. Hopefully once we're done with the insulation you won't see that anymore. We'll be able to sleep nice and warm and comfy. Probably not just under a sheet, probably still need a duvet. It is New Zealand after all, but it'll be a lot better than it was. So that is awesome. First step, got to measure the gap that way, yep, and the other way. There we go, and then we cut the black paper to size, fold the edges over, and then staple it back into the hole. Here goes the first piece of insulation into the hole.
What are you doing with me?
It's called a friction fit, that's what you're after, a couple of mils either side. So it fits in nicely, nice and snug without being squished in. Alright, lunchtime update. Well, we're about to eat lunch. Pumpkin soup on the menu today. It's going to be great. We tested it last week. Well, during the week. And it was delicious. Bacon in it and pumpkins. We grew 2 pumpkin plants outside this year and had 15 pumpkins. So there'll be plenty of soup over the winter. Yeah, and if it's anything like the last one, it's going to be great. So, a bit of an update. We have done 2 levels of this wall. Mostly. There's a couple bits just down there that we still have to do, and yeah, going pretty well. Aim today is just to get this one wall done, I think, because we have to put building paper in every cell like this. It actually takes a wee while longer than if you can run building paper along the full back and just chuck the bats in, because the bats part is the easy part. It's the cutting the paper, stapling the paper, folding the paper, and getting it all in these holes. So yeah, anyway, we'll finish this off after lunch and carry on with this renovation. It's Sunday now. End of Saturday we finished off pretty much all of this wall, just got the top to do, but we're not sure if we'll do that yet because we've got to put some wiring in first. Be easier if there's no pink bats, well, not pink bats, earth wool and glass wool bats in the way of the wiring, so we can run it a bit easier. But yeah, we finished all that, papered up, did a little bit of the framing behind you there as well, and then Gabby's parents headed home around 6 after we had our friend Andy come in, give us a little bit of building advice as well, how to jib it up horizontally. We'll talk about that later anyway. Our friend Sophia came around. We headed into town to go to the night market, grab some food there. We all had some different Asian street food there, and then we headed down to the Lux Light Festival. It happens every year in Wellington for about a week, and we headed out, checked that out, looked at all the awesome light sculptures and hung out together. Headed home then, played NBA Jam, and listened to 80s and 90s music, and just remember the good old days, while Gabby slept on the couch. But hey, it was fun. We had a great night. It was up to about 3:30, and then by then we were kind of just wasting time watching videos on YouTube. Thought probably time to go to bed, and that was the end of Saturday. Sunday, woke up, went to church, and then went and bought a few bits and pieces, new staples for stapling and more black paper around the rest of the room, and a few other bits and pieces we're going to need for the rest of this room before we get to jibbing hopefully next weekend. But that's that. We'll finish off the rest of the insulation during the week. Thanks guys for watching part 2 of the renovation series, and hopefully you guys learned something from it. We're also learning, so you know, hopefully we don't lead you astray. Always look for other advice as well. Make sure you hear from 2 or 3 different people on how to do something, just to make sure you get it right. Thanks for watching, thanks for following along. Hit the like button if you like this video, subscribe button if you want to see more if you haven't already subscribed. Hit the notification bell to be notified every time that I post a new video, and we will catch you guys in the next vlog, renovation or something else. We'll see what happens. But thanks for watching, hopefully you enjoyed it, and we'll catch you guys later.